All right. Good morning, guys. Sorry. Okay. So yesterday we had discussed what is how to do pacing calculation using Little's law and some pacing interview questions, right? So in continuation to that session, I have one more question asked. Yesterday's interview. Just yesterday, one of our student attended previous batch student attended interview, and he shared me this question. Okay, and this is the question, guys. N is equal to 25, number of users is equal to 25, total think time is equal to 15. Okay, transaction response time is 3 seconds, and there are total 5 transactions, it seems. Okay, and 60 iterations per hour. No, 60 iterations for 4 hours. This is what they give, right? 60 iterations for 4 hours are done, right? Or it should do 60 iterations for 4 hours. Now, what should be the pacing? So that is the question asked, right? So can you calculate this for pacing for these numbers? Guys, understood, guys? Can you calculate pacing with these numbers? Guys, am I audible?
Yeah, it's audible.
Can you calculate pacing with these numbers or no? Did we discuss this way of calculation, or did we discuss how should we calculate if iterations per hour is given?
No, not discussed.
Right. So we did not discuss that. Okay. So can you go to this? I will do one thing. Okay. Search for online pacing calculator. Search for online pacing calculator and go to any of those online pacing calculators. First one is performatrix.com, right? If you go to that website, so there are some pacing calculator, online pacing calculator is there. If you observe here, there is a online pacing calculator here, right? And now so now simply enter the values over here. Number of users is 25. What is end-to-end response time? What is end-to-end response time? See, transaction response time is 3 seconds, and there are five transactions in a script. So what will be the end-to-end response time?
Multiply చేయాలా సార్
15.
That's it. 5 into 3, right? So see, there are 5 transactions, and each transaction response time is 3 seconds, right? So end-to-end response time will be 15 seconds, right? 5 into 3, 15, isn't it? And then iterations per hour. But they gave 60 iterations per 4 hours. 60 iterations will be done in 4 hours, it seems. Now what should I give value here for iterations per hour?
15.
Hour, I think 15.
Is also 15. And now total think time. What is total think time? Total think time is also 15. 15, isn't it? Total think time is 15. So now this is the pacing. This is the pacing that you need to apply. Clear, guys? Use this value for workload modeling. Okay. Even in interviews also, if they ask you, right? If they ask you to calculate pacing, you can use this online pacing calculator and you can mention that. Nothing wrong in that. But tell that all these are based on Little's law formula where n is equal to TPS into response time plus think time plus pacing. But you can use online pacing calculators without any issue. Okay. You can tell in the interview if they are asking, right? So you can tell them that you use online pacing calculator which is based on Little's law. And now if you observe here, there is a response from perf matrix, right? This calculator is based on Little's law and the same formula is used. Clear, guys? Right? They mentioned, this is mentioned from perf matrix. This that This calculator is based on Little's law formula only. Clear, guys?
But in
Guys, clear?
interviews, we can use mobile.
Yes, you can, but you can tell that, you can tell that. Otherwise, they will, మీరు ఇంటర్వ్యూ మొత్తం like మీరు చూసి చెప్తున్నారు అనుకుంటారు. If you are attending
Okay.
Online interview. So you can tell that, we use online, can I use online basic calculator? But this is based on Little's law formula, like you have to mention that. Because,
Okay.
if you don't mention that, they will think that you don't know anything, but you just use online basic calculator. You understood?
Okay.
So mention that, like, if your video is turned on, mention that, you are using online basic calculator on Performatics website. Performatics is very popular, okay? Popular website for, this is a dedicated, website for performance testing. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can say that, I am using online basic calculator on Performatics website, which is a dedicated website for performance engineers. So, or ask them, can I use this online basic calculator? Clear. If they give iterations, you can use this. And also, see, TPS calculator is also there. Based on the TPS also, you can do that, right? Which we discussed yesterday. Do you see that here, TPS calculator? Here, you need to mention number of transactions in one iteration, and you need to give the values changed here, right? And okay, estimated TPS. This is estimate. This is for calculating the TPS, transactions per second. Clear, guys? Guys, is it clear? And this is also, all these are based on Little's law only. Okay, this again you can see here. All these are calculations are based on Little's law only. Okay, so this is the TPS formula that they gave mentioned here. All right. So now, shall we go to the next concept? What is the next thing that we listed out? Load test execution on Konakart application and monitoring. Okay, let me pause recording and start that Konakart. It will take some time, right?
Go to file.
Now see, I will not use the shop and checkout because on local application, shop and checkout is not working. Okay. On the local application, shop and checkout is not working. Let me check if online application is working. Seems to be working, right?
Yes.
It is working, right? Shop and checkout script is working on online application, but it is not working on local application. Okay. So, if you want, I can show that, right? We verified it. So that's why, like, but why, like, why don't we execute test on online application?
There is rate limit is there.
మానిటరింగ్ యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుందా?
Yeah. So if you want to execute a test on online application, you can execute, but you will not be able to monitor because you will not have server access, isn't it? So that's why what am I doing here? I am planning to execute a test on the local application. Okay. And did we change the script parameters? See, right now the script is pointing to online application, isn't it? If you see, server name is konakart.com, port number is 443, and protocol is HTTPS, isn't it? But if you want to, point the script to, I want to make the script point to local application. Okay. Then how can I do that? What changes I need to make?
Just remove it.
HTTPS and URL port number.
Protocol will be HTTP, port number will be
8780.
8780.
Yes.
Yes.
8780. Yes. Server name?
Server name, you can give
IP address you can give.
IP config.
Right. We need to give server name or IP, isn't it? Can I give localhost?
Yes, sir. You can.
No, in
Okay.
local host we cannot record this.
It's a replay only now, so you can give it, right?
We are not recording the script, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can we give, IP address?
Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
sir. We can.
Which IP address should I give?
Your IP address, sir. Just go to command prompt. Then you can check IP config.
Mm-hmm.
So IPv4 you can give.
So you mean to say we can give this IP address?
Yes.
Yes.
But this IP address changes, right?
Yes.
That is not a fixed one, right? That changes, isn't it? If I
IP
don't
address
want
is
to change
changing,
it
then
every time, huh?
that's why we are giving the portability, right?
That's why we are giving
Portability in user
portability
defined
and portability is a different concept, right? What am I saying here? If private IP changes from day to day, or even if you change the network also, it will change. Yes or no? See,
Yes.
right now the IP address is 192.168.1.3. I'll do one thing. See, let me show you the router. See, observe here. This is the Wi-Fi that I am connected to. Okay. Suppose if I switch to my mobile data, what happens? Will this IP address will be same?
different IP is coming.
It will
Huh?
change, sir.
It will change. So I want to give IP address, but it should not. It should work. My script should work irrespective of whatever IP address it is. Then
You can give
local host
localhost, sir.
అయిపోతుంది కదా.
localhost is server name. Similarly, there is some default IP address. What is the default IP address?
127.0.0.1.
127.0.0.1.
Yes.
Right? This is the default IP address. This is the default IP address of the local machine. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Local host.
Now
Yes.
let us verify whether it works or not. Let us verify whether it works or not on the local machine. Okay. If I give 127.0.0.1, I know I want to see whether it works or not. Clear, guys? Is it working? Working or no?
Yeah, working.
Or else, if you want to check here also, you need not run the script itself. What you can do is, here instead of localhost, you can give 127.0.1. You can try here itself. It's working, right? In the browser itself, you can try. Remember this IP address, guys. This is the default IP address of your local machine. Remember this. Okay. And localhost is the default name. Understood or no? Guys.
Yes, Pavan, understood.
Yes, understood.
Okay. Now let us add that that script also login and not login brand navigation. This script is shared by Krishna. Okay, how can I share this? How can I add that script?
Go to file, merge.
Go to file and merge.
Merge. Oh, and select the script and open. Done. Now the script is added, right? And what is this, Krishna? T01, T02. Where is the script name? Ilagana cheppindenu. Where is the script name? So if you give like this for all the scripts, how will you know which transaction belongs to which script?
Okay.
Yes or no? So if you
Yes.
give for all the scripts, if you give like this, how will you know which transaction belongs to which script? There will not be any option, right? Identity ACC TIM. What is that?
Brand name.
Brand name, adi? Okay.
Brands lo adoka tab.
Okay.
Checkout చేయలేదు. Only page navigation.
Login ayyava.
Login అవ్వలేదు.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. And now observe here. Now see, he gave p host name, server name as p host name, isn't it? So I should also, here also I should give the same thing. Will it work if it is like this? Ikkademo p server అని ఉంది, right? So understand, guys. So here, I gave, p server, but in script in Krishna script, he gave p host name. Will it work now?
It's not
No.
working, sir.
It will not work. Obviously, it won't work. So we have to give the same names, isn't it? So
Yes.
P host name or P server. So I will give this one. No, everywhere in this script. P server. Then you could change P protocol. Is it same?
Sir,
P
in
protocol
అన్ని
is
ప్లేస్
same.
లలో రిప్లేస్ చేయండి సార్ P server.
Yes. So P server, not P server. P host name should be replaced with P server, isn't it?
Yes.
So P host name, this should Control C, Control F, right? P host name, this should be replaced with
Server.
Yes, sir.
this one. Do replace sir. Okay.
Replace all of it.
రాంగ్ ప్లేస్ లో పెట్టి
I gave it wrong. Please wait. P host name. Correct?
Okay.
Now do replace all. Okay. Now save the script.
Yeah.
Remove that highlighting and
Port number.
port number kudana P port అని ఇచ్చాను. I gave it, I gave it
Port
as
number.
P port number, but he gave it as P port. So this should be replaced with Control C, Control F. This should be replaced with
Port number.
this one. Done. Now let me reset search and let us replay the script once. Okay. Just to make sure that it is working fine. What I will do is I will disable this user registration script and I will run only this script.
And you can disable the user defined variable second time. User defined variables HTTP 15 measure caching second time.
Second.
Yeah.
Anyway, shop and checkout disable chestam kada. It with those won't work. We have disabled the parent element, right? This won't work then.
Okay.
It is working fine now, right? Okay, clear guys. Now what we will do is I want to run the script with this user registration and brand navigation. Recording is in progress, right? Yeah. So I want to run the test with this one and this one, right? And I verified both the scripts individually. This also I had verified it, isn't it? Yes or no, guys? Now
okay,
what shall we do?
No.
Now what shall we do now? We will save, this is dry run scenario. So I'll save it as a save test plan as I'll save it as load tester. So instead of dry run, I will give load test. I'm saving it some other name. I'm creating another JMX file. So always maintain one separate JMX file for smoke test and one separate one for load test, one for soak test, one for stress test, like that. Okay, right? So load test, with how many users shall we run? Shall we?
500 out.
Let me check the task manager, because right today I'm having all the I'm having like MySQL server running on same machine, Konakart also running on the same machine, isn't it? I'll close some some of this. 1 second, let me close some unwanted programs, right? So what did we do? Now our now our load test test plan is ready for the load test, and before starting the test, disable all the listeners. Disable the script itself is disabled, so even though you enable it, doesn't make any difference. When the parent element is disabled, child elements will not work, obviously. So you need not worry about this one. But for here previously this was enabled. I had disabled it now, right? And now then brand navigation also I'll disable all this. Okay, I'll disable these listeners, right? So that is an important checklist item, right? You remember that? What is the checklist for the test execution, guys?
Disable all the unwanted listeners.
Right, disable all the
And,
unwanted listeners and check
The
the
sampler.
key business scenarios manually, right? Make sure
Yeah,
proper
we
response
explained
techniques
it.
are used.
We explained
Proper
it, sorry.
Right. So please follow that checklist. See, there is no think time. There is no think time here. We need to give the think time, isn't it? So you need to verify this beforehand.
Pawan, I have one question.
Yes.
This user-defined variable, do you think this is the child element of checkout Splunk?
User-defined variables?
Or child element of checkout script?
Yeah, you are correct. So this is a direct element to the test plan.
Yes. So as soon as you merged it, it is coming.
Correct. We need to disable that also. Okay. Thanks for reminding, pointing out that. So now think time is not given here, isn't it? So let me give think time quickly.
Can expand the think time. There is already pause time is there.
Huh?
Already pause time is there.
No, don't give it here. You can give random think time over here.
While recording, that is automatically came.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, recording itself, you got it.
Yeah, it is coming. Already website it is giving.
Okay. Did you select any setting?
No.
No, but this is milliseconds. Observe here. This is milliseconds, right? So this is only 1 millisecond. Okay. So give think time here. Simply specify the think time here. Okay. And now let me save the script. And what else do I need to take care of, guys? We need to take care of, what are the other things that we need to take care of before starting a test?
Graphs.
Huh?
Graphs and
I mean
report.
data, test data.
Report.
Test data. Who will take care of test data? We need to take care of the test data. We need to take care of that, right? So see the test data. Particularly, when you have user registration script, you should not miss it, isn't it? At any cost, right? So where is your credentials file? This one? Is this the one? See that in the script, user registration Konakart.csv, isn't it? So this is your, where is that? This one. User registration Konakart.csv. Here I gave it as dry run user one previously. Now we need to change the data, right?
Yes, load test.
So we'll change it to, what will we do is, instead of dry run, we'll give LT. Okay. We'll give LT for load test. LT for load test and do replacer. Okay. Done. Our test data file is ready now, isn't it?
How much data it is?
Huh?
How much data? How many records?
We have 250, I think. If I think last time we discussed that, we have some 250 or 225 test data. 225. Yeah. Anyways, we'll run it for only 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. But load test you need to run for, of course, 1 to 2 hours, guys, isn't it? But in the interest of time, in this session, so I will run the test for 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. Okay. Now, once you save the script, what next? Test data is take care of. User defined variables, I took care of. I had verified that these are working, isn't it? See, this is for HTTPS. For HTTPS, it is 443. But this is description part. This description part is for our understanding only, or it will not have any impact on the script, isn't it? It will not have any impact on the script. So like you can use this description part to swap the values, right? Based on the environment that you are pointing to, you can swap the values. Now all good, or anything else? Did we leave anything else? Any debug sampler? Check if there is any debug sampler, isn't it? Check if there is any debug sampler. I don't see any debug sampler. What else? What else do we need to take care of?
We disable pacing also, right?
Where did we disable pacing?
User registration.
Pacing, I am not using it. User registration, okay. Actually, okay. No, it is enabled only, but no value is given, right? We'll do one thing. I'll give it as some 1 minute down. 1 minute means, suppose you calculated pacing, it came to 1 minute. How many seconds? How many milliseconds?
60,000.
60,000, right? 60,000 milliseconds. And let's assume that here I will give 2 minutes. Okay.
1,20,000.
Okay, just assume that we calculated pacing and it came to 2 minutes. So I gave that pacing value. Okay. And then how to specify the users, right? We need to specify the users, isn't it? So user registration script I'll run with some
15.
Total 100 users అనుకున్నాం కదా? No, 50-50. You should not give 50-50. User registration, for user registration there will be less number of users. Yes or no? Yes or no? And remove this loop count here and specify, like 7,200 and how much is this? We'll run the test for, let's say 10 minutes.
2 hours.
10 minutes and how many seconds?
600.
600 seconds, right? But actually you'll run the test for 1 to 2 hours. Please remember that. Okay, that you should not miss it. Okay, so once you are into the project, don't run for 10 minutes, guys. Okay, in the interest of time, I'm giving 10 minutes here. Now, let us give the user load for this as 80, number of threads as 80, right? Ramp up period 80, not 80, I'll give 90. Okay, because for user registration I gave 10, right? So here I will give 90. Remove this number 1 here and from the loop count, because I want to run the script for 10 minutes, isn't it? So remove the loop count here. You should not specify any loop count. Observe here, I did not select infinite, but when you save the script, observe here, when I save the script, infinite will be automatically selected. Observe here, I'm saving the script. Now it is here. Do you see here that checkbox got selected automatically? For all the scripts it will be selected, but it will run for only 10 minutes. It will run for, when you select specify thread lifetime, it will run for only the specified time, this specified time, whatever it is. Clear, guys? Any queries? I'll take a pause here. Any queries? Save the script once and then make sure that this is very important. Make sure you selected cookie manager, cache manager. Okay, cookie manager, cache manager, and user defined variables are correct, right? And now let's see how to run the test. What next now? How to run the test now? Load test. How to run the load test?
Non-GUI mode.
We should run the test in non-GUI mode. Don't like
Pawan, I have one question here.
Yes.
So user registration, you're planning to run for 10 minutes, right?
10
minutes. Both the scripts I'm planning to run for 10 minutes.
So,
but the user load is 10 only.
Yeah, 10. So two scripts you are running it. Two scripts you are running it.
Correct.
With 10 each or one, both will consider as 10 because you have given 10 there also. You have given 10 here also. So how this?
No. Brand navigation I gave 90.
No.
User registration
time duration. Both the script you have given 10 seconds.
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes you have given, right?
Yes. So both the scripts will run for 10 minutes.
Each or total?
No. Both the scripts will run together. Now user registration and brand navigation will run together. They will be started together and both the scripts will run for 10 minutes.
It won't run for 20 minutes in overall.
No.
Okay.
No, see, I'll do one thing. Just to clarify your doubt, I'll give 900 here. Okay. Now what happens is this script will run for 15 minutes and this will run for only 10 minutes. Okay. Then your doubt will be clarified, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You can do like this. You can specify different, duration for different scripts. You can do like that. What happens now is after 10, so user registration I gave brand navigation I'll give 900. For user registration I'll give 600. Okay, because we have limited number of user IDs in the file, right?
Yes.
Let us give less duration for user registration.
Yes.
Now what happens is this user registration script will stop after 10 minutes, but brand navigation script will continue for 15 minutes. Okay, what will be the total test duration now?
15
minutes.
15 minutes only. It will not be 10 plus 15 because by default all the scripts will run together unless until you select this one. If you select this one, what happens? First user registration script will be run, then brand navigation script will be run. If you select this option, run thread groups consecutively or one at a time, then what happens? First user registration script will run for 10 minutes and then brand navigation will run for 15 minutes. So total duration will be 25 now. But don't select this one. Don't select this one. Okay, by default it will be unchecked, right? Because on any application you'll have some users, some new users registering, and some users will be navigating. Some users will be placing order. Some users will be canceling order, right? Agree, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Now let me save the script. Save the script. Next, now let us see how to run the script in non-GA mode. Okay. Now to run the script in why should we run in non-GA mode?
Because of load.
Because of
I mean load and load test ఎప్పుడు JMeter లో రన్ చేయకూడదు నాన్ GUI అంటారు. Reason I don't know.
right. So JMeter recommends don't use GUI mode for load testing. Do you read it here? Every time you start JMeter and you get that JMeter console, it is mentioned here, right? Don't use GUI mode for load testing. Use only for test creation and test debugging. Means test creation means for developing the script and debugging the script. Right? So for load testing, use CLI mode or non-GUI mode. CLI means
Command line.
Command line interface. CLI stands for command line interface. So for load testing, you should always use CLI, or CLI means where CLI stands for command line interface. Right? That is also called as non-GUI. This is nothing. This is also called as non-GUI mode. Right? So if you run in GUI mode, it will consume a lot of CPU and a lot of memory. And I'll show you some errors that yesterday one of the evening batch student was running in GUI, okay, no, she ran in non-GUI mode only, but still she got some error. We'll discuss that later. Okay. Still she got like she was getting out of memory errors, it seems. Okay. I asked her to share the screenshot. We'll discuss that later. Okay. For now, we will continue with the test. That is a different story altogether. Okay, we'll discuss that one later. But remind me like so that we will not miss it. Right. Now let us see how to run the test in non-GUI mode. For running the test in non-GUI mode, you need to go to your JMeter bin folder. Where is your JMeter bin folder? Here it is. You go to JMeter bin folder and now open a command prompt here. Okay. Open a command prompt here. So now you are directly in that path, isn't it? Now type JMeter. Okay. You need to remember this command. Okay. This is one of the interview FAQ. Can you write down the command? Can you mention the, or what is the command to run the, what is the command to run JMeter test in non-GUI mode? One of the FAQ for the interviews. Okay. Now what is that command means? JMeter -n-t followed by your test plan name .jmx. Okay. And then followed by, so this is enough actually to run the test. This is enough, but I want to collect the results also, right? Because when you're running test in non-GUI mode, you don't see anything. So you want to see the results after the test. So for that, you need to collect the results into a log file. And how to give that, how to specify that is, you give -l followed by your JTL file name. Okay. Konakart load test 100 VU. So better give, all the details in that name. 16th May .jtl. Okay. Sorry. This is the actual name. 1 second. I will keep placeholders first. Results file name .jtl. Shall I give like that? And then followed by -e, -o, followed by your report folder. Okay. Load Konakart, load LT or load test report. Okay. Load test report. You got it. What is the meaning of that? See, these are all placeholders. In the place of this, you have to give your test report folder name. Test report folder. We need to specify the folder name actually. Folder. Okay. Now let me repeat this command. So JMeter -n-t, right? JMeter -n-t followed by your test plan name .jmx followed by -l followed by results file name all your test results will be collected into a JTL file, where JTL stands for JMeter test log. JMeter test log. JTL stands for JMeter test log. And what is this -e means? -e means at the end of the test, output the report to this folder. That is what it means. -e-o means at the end of the file, output the result, output the report, create a report in this folder. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now I'll frame the command now, exact command. JMeter -n-t followed by what is our test plan name? Where is our test plan name? Here it is, 16th May ani. Oh no, this one only, right? So copy paste it. Right click and rename it and copy paste it. Don't type it. Don't type it. It will kill time, as well as you may you may run into typos also. Now what is the next command? -l followed by your results file name. So you can give any meaningful name. Okay, you can give any meaningful name. This is the name that I am giving. Konakart load test 100 VU 16May.jtl. Okay, I'll right. This is result file name. And now at the end of the test, create output the report into this folder. Okay, so I'll give the name as Konakart load test 100 user load test report under 100 VU load test report. Okay, so my command is ready now. Now copy this command. You can frame it in Notepad++ or Word or anywhere. And now copy that command, right? And now give it over here. Understood, guys? Paste anyway. Okay. Now see, you got it right. See, why do we need to go to? Hey, did I enter? Did I hit enter? Okay, I'll tell you what is that error. Okay, seems like I hit enter by mistake. Yeah, I'll explain what is that error. See, observe here. So why do I need to go to JMeter bin folder is because my JMeter.bat is in the bin folder, isn't it? My JMeter batch file to start JMeter is in the bin folder. So that is why I need to go there and execute the command. Clear, everyone? And one more thing. So see, here is the command. Observe here. Every time you start JMeter, you will get this command: JMeter -n-t followed by JMX file followed by -l followed by results file -e-o followed by path to the web report folder. Remember at least this one. Okay. In interviews they will ask you guys. You cannot say that I don't remember the command. You got it? You can't say that I don't remember the command, because every time you start JMeter, you will see that line. Yes or no? So you shouldn't say that I don't know the command, or I don't remember the command. Clear, guys, everyone? Now let us see what is this error. We got some error. See what is it saying? The file Apache JMeter 5.3 bin load test 16th May.jms does not exist or can't be opened. Press any key to continue. I'm hitting. I entered. I clicked enter to continue. Now what is this error? Why you got this error? Let us understand this. See, in which folder are we currently now? Can anyone tell what is the reason for that error? Read the error message and try to understand what is the reason for that error.
So we are
That file is
pointing to
not in the
bin folder
bin
first.
You
folder.
need to specify the JMX file location.
Right.
JMX file paths also.
File path is wrong.
Exactly.
File.
So we are in JMeter bin folder, and like this JMX file, where is JMX file? That is there in a different folder, isn't it? That is there in Konakart folder, right? But where are we? We are in bin folder, isn't it? So that is why it is saying that. That is why it is saying that does not exist. This JMX file does not exist under, or can't be opened under. Now what do we need to do? So we need to specify, right, the full path of that JMX file. We need to specify the full path of the JMX file. Clear, guys? So what is the full path of the JMX file? March, like Konakart lo, where do we have? Here it is, right? So copy this path and give the full path first. Full path of the JMX file. You need to give that full path of the JMX file first. -n-t tarvata, copy the path. Makes sense? And now how about this one? How about this one? JTL file key. So if you don't specify any path, right, so it will create in
folder.
Bin folder.
Which folder?
Bin folder.
Bin folder. If you don't specify, it will create in bin folder. But I don't want to create in bin folder. I want to create it in, like that Konakart folder only. So I'll again specify the path here, right? And then followed by -e, followed by -o, followed by, now again copy the path / your report folder name. Where is our report folder name? I think I had copied it here, right? All good now? Right, let's see. Okay, we are not launching any rocket, right? Let us see if it works or not. Is it working? Right, now see here, we did not get any error. Now it is saying that created the tree successfully using the JMX file. Starting standalone test, remember this. Starting standalone test. And test was started at 11:150 and approximately 11:2, right? The test was started at, and observe here, what is this standalone test? What is standalone test means? When you are using a single machine for running a test, you will get standalone test running. You will get the test name as standalone test. When you are running the test using a single machine, you'll get that, right? You'll get that that test standalone test is started, and then in brackets you have some number. Observe here, what is that number? This number, what is this one?
Timestamps.
How
Epoch
about
time.
others? Sekhar is saying it is Linux epoch time. How about others?
Load generator.
No. It is Unix epoch timestamp. Let me copy that. If you want to copy anything from the command prompt, just select it and hit enter. That's it. It will be copied automatically. Search for Unix epoch time and go to epochconverter.com website. Paste that value here and convert to human date. Human date means human understandable date. Timestamp to human date. What is the meaning of it? Convert this timestamp value. See, first of all, this value, see how many characters are there. How many characters do you have?
13.
13 digit, right? 13 digit undante 99.9% it will be timestamp value. If you see any number with 13 digit in the script or in anywhere, so 99% it will be timestamp value. Okay. If you want to confirm that, go to epochconverter.com and paste the value here and click on this button, timestamp to human date. Now is it showing the date and timestamp here? 1:50 AM GMT plus 5:30 antundi. Observe there. Hey, sorry. 11:150, right? That is the time at which test is started, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? See, the same time, either time it is showing in epoch format, Unix epoch format. That's it. And now the test is running. But how can you say that test is running? How can you confirm that test is running? See, it is showing here that starting standalone test. But how can we confirm if the test is really running or not? That is important, right? And how many users are running? That is also important, right? How do you confirm is, you go to your JMeter bin folder, okay, and open a file called JMeter.log. You go to your JMeter bin folder and open, see, there is a file called JMeter.log. Open that in Notepad or Notepad++. And now you will see the script names. Somewhere you will see the script names. Let me show. Do you see the script names here? Thread started. Thread started means? Thread started means, what is the meaning of thread started? This is not our Instagram threads. This is JMeter threads, right? This is JMeter thread. Thread started means user started. That is what it means. Clear, guys? One second, guys. How to check, how to check if the if the test is running and how many users are currently running is, if you go to the JMeter, if you open JMeter.log file, if you go to JMeter bin folder and open this, observe here, thread started, Konakart brand navigation. Thread started Konakart user registration. You see some statements like this. Now Control C and see the count. How many threads are started? If you want to see how many users are running for user registration, select that thread started Konakart user registration and see the count. You see the 10 matches. It is showing 10 matches.
Yes.
That means 10 users are running for user registration. And next, similarly, check for this other script also. Don't select this 2-2. We'll discuss that. What is 2-1, 2-2? We'll discuss that later. Okay, simply this number indicates the script number. See, observe here, started thread group number 1. Starting thread group 2. Thread group 2 is brand navigation. Thread group 1 is user registration. Do you see that? Starting thread group 1, Konakart user registration. Means in our test plan, first script is user registration, second one is brand navigation, isn't it? That is what it is showing here. Understand, guys? Right? And now if you see how many users are running for brand navigation, Control C, Control F, and see the counter, right? 89 matches. Okay. Till now, 89 users are started, right? For brand navigation script. Understand, guys? Right? That is how you can check whether the test is really running or how many users are running currently. When you are running in non-GUI mode, there is still a way to do that. That is what I am trying to show you. Okay. Hey, what is this thread started? 29 వచ్చినాయి ఇప్పుడు. Initially we got 89, right? Normal. See the count. Yeah. Now you can see 90 matches. Yes or no? 90 matches from caret to end of file. What is caret? C-A-R-E-T. What is this caret? 90 matches from caret to end of file. What is the caret? What is caret here? Guys, am I audible?
It's audible.
ఏమై ఉంటుంది క్యారెట్ అంటే CRET అంటే. See, I did not take any for training. I did not take any training on JMeter or LoadRunner. Okay. So because we learned this like 10 or 15 years before, where there are when there are no such institutes or no online trainings or no YouTube channels. Again, I am reading this for the first time only. Caret means I kept my cursor here. So from here till the end of the file, it found 90 matches. That is what it should be. I am guessing that. Okay. Understand, guys?
Repeat it. Can you repeat the word?
CARET caret means your cursor position. It should be your cursor position. Suppose if you keep your cursor here, let's say, and if you are searching, searching for that brand navigation and see the counter, it is showing only 10 matches because my cursor is here. Ikkada undi my cursor, isn't it?
Okay.
Okay. Now so now we know that the test is running. Now we confirm that the test is running. And now how much time it will run?
15 minutes. Sure.
15 minutes, right?
Yes.
Because we started the test at 11:02 and test duration for user registration is 10 minutes, but for brand navigation it is 15 minutes, isn't it? So the test will run for and we also confirmed that both the scripts are running together. Yes or no? Both user registration and brand navigation are running together, isn't it? Now let us see how to validate the test results. We are running the test on Konakart local application, right? So did I ask you to install this database? Did we discuss about this DB database tool? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us see. Let us verify if user registrations are happening or not from the database. We can verify it, right? Make sure that you have enough RAM on your system. Make sure that RAM is not hitting 100% or CPU not hitting 100%. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? Your JMeter may not be running correctly. And how much time how much your CPU and memory your JMeter is taking? Check that also. So you go to processors, right? And see here, this is your JMeter, right? See, it is taking 2 GB, approximately 2380 MB, and that is close to 2 GB, isn't it?
2.2 GB.
Yeah.
2.2.
Yeah, 2.3. More than 2 GB. It is taking more than 2 GB, isn't it? But how is it taking 2 GB? By default, only 1 GB will be allocated, right? By default, only 1 GB of RAM will be allocated for JMeter. Yes or no?
Heap dump we are increasing.
Because of we do GUI models.
Let's see here. By default, only 1 GB of memory will be allocated for JMeter, but I increased to 2 GB. I had increased it to 2 GB. That is why it is able to take around 2 GB. But it is taking more.
How can we increase?
We'll see. We'll discuss that. You need to go to JMeter bin folder again and open that JMeter.bat. Okay. Open that JMeter.bat in any editor. Right? And
Heap.
Search for heap. And go to that entry. Find that entry first. XMS and XMX and this one. Right? This one. So here by default, it will be 1 GB. I increased it to 2 GB here. And you need to increase it, you need to change the number and save this JMeter.bat and restart JMeter. Then the changes will be effective. Okay, this is how we can increase the heap memory for JMeter. Okay. And why is it saying, do you want to reload it until why? Every time we come to JMeter.log, notepad++ log vachinappudu, it is asking, do you want to reload it? Why is it asking? Why is it showing that message every time? Did you observe that? See, if I go to you, I'm going to some other file. Again, I came to JMeter.log. Okay, seems like test is stopped. Test stop, it will not ask. Is the test stopped?
New records is going to.
No, test is not yet stopped. Okay, right. Now again, I will go to JMeter.log. See, every time I come here, it is asking the file has been modified by another program. Do you want to reload it? Why are we getting this one?
Load test is running, right?
Test is running.
Load test is running, and JMeter is writing some messages to the log file. That is why it is asking, do you want to reload? Understood, guys? Understood or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now, so in the time only how much time test should be completed in 1 more minute. Okay, let's wait for that. Yes.
మనం థింక్ టైమ్ అసైన్ చేసాం కదా. సో అవి నాట్ ఇన్ ది పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది టెస్ట్ డ్యూరేషన్, రైట్?
No. See, your test will run for the specified duration. Whether you specify think time or not, JMeter will not look. If you specify think time, JMeter will wait between transaction. If you don't specify, it will continuously hit the server. Okay. Now the test is stopped. Observe here. Test is stopped here. You see here end of run at 11:17. Right? Test was started at 11:02, approximately 11 hours 2 minutes, and it got stopped at 11:17. Now is it clear, Gajendra? Like about the duration, are you clear on your query on the duration? Gajendra, are you there or not?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the test is completed now. And now we want to see the results. I want to see the response times. I want to see the errors and all those. But here it is not showing anything, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you see anything here? You see only error percentage is 0. There are no errors. Apart from that, do you see any values here?
No.
Then how to see the values? When you're running a test in non-JM mode, by the way,
We have a report generated, right? We can go to report.
see,
folder.
observe here. We gave a JTL file name, right? Observe here. That file, you see that, 100 VU, load test 100 V users, 16May.jtl. And I gave this file name as 100 VU.jtl. And the file got updated at 11:17, isn't it? That means once the test is stopped, see, JTL file will be created as soon as you start the test. Empty file will be created as soon as you start the test. But the file size will be only 10 KB or 5 KB or something initially, right? But once the test is completed, all the results will be written to this file. From temporary memory to JTL file, the test results will be written to this file. Okay. Now open you have JMeter in non-JM mode, right? So now if you want to see the results, if you want to see the test results, or if you want to see the response times, how are the response times, right? You can go to, you have this, summary report, aggregate report, right? Wait, I'll add one summary report at the test plan level. Right now, it is not at the test plan level, isn't it? This is at the test plan level only. Or else I will do one thing, you can add a new one at the test plan level. Select your test plan. Then why it became brand navigation? Should not be, your test name should not be, brand navigation, right? Load test and should be load test. Okay. Now at the test plan level, I will add a listener. Which one you want to see? You want to see the view result tree, or you want to see summary report, or which one do you want to see the graphs?
And summary report and aggregate reports.
Summary report, Sekhar wants summary report and aggregate report. Okay. Now I have added, summary report, and now click on browse and select the JTL file and click open. Now you got the summary report. This is the summary report for the whole test. Any errors? Are you seeing any errors? Okay, sort on the, see, observe here. I'm clicking on label. Okay, I'm clicking on label. I want to see all the transaction names at one place. Now you got it, right? User registration index page, register account, select country, submit registration form, and log out. Now, there are no errors in the user registration script. That is for sure. That is understood. Yes or no? There are no errors in the user registration script. Agree? Submit registration form did not fail. And how many registrations are done? How many registrations are done?
60.
58 only.
58 registrations are done. You
58,
see that
yes,
number of
yes, sir.
samples, this transaction is executed 58 times. That means 58 registration should be done, isn't it? Now let us verify on the database. Suppose, when you are executing a test, client will be online, or, client may ask you after some time, client may ask you, can you tell me, how many registrations are done in your load test? Okay. Suppose you say you say some 58, right? If you say, on seeing these results, you should tell that, 58 user registrations are done in this 10 minutes test. We ran this script for only 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yes.
15 minutes. Okay, this test is 10
No,
minutes.
user
Yes,
registration script
the
was
user
run
registration
only
is
for
10.
10 minutes. And brand navigation script is run for 15 minutes. Here are the transactions related to brand navigation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now, are there any failures over here? In brand navigation, wait, let me highlight that. See, these are all related to user registration. Yes or no? The highlighted part is related to user registration, and this is brand navigation. Do you see any failed transactions?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you see
Zero
any
error.
failed transactions? There are no errors. Error percentage is 0, isn't it? Right? And now see the total also. See the total also. If you scroll down, you'll see the total column. Total column logo, it is showing 0. Means there are no errors. Not even a single error is there. Right? Now client will ask you, Can you tell me how many registrations are done? Not ankondi. You need to look into submit registration transaction, submit registration form transaction. And here it is showing 58. At the same time, you need to look any errors also. Suppose if 58 lo 10% errors unnai ankondi, then number of registrations will be less, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
So careful, you should be careful over there. Fail in transactions kuda cheppakodu. See, this submit registration form was attempted 58 times. There are no errors, so all the 58 should be successful. Now client can check it on the database side. Client can check it on the database side. How will they check that? You will give the report, right? From what time till what time you ran the test, right? They can check it based on the time period. Or else, you give some, if we want to check for ourselves, what are the usernames that we gave? LT user 1, 2, 3, 4 and ichama? We gave the username as LT user. Yes or no?
Yes.
Go to your database, okay, and run this query. Select star from customers where customer first name like LT user. Okay, let me clear these drawings. LT USCR percent, right? Because I want to get all the user IDs that are starting with LT user, but the number changes, the number varies, right? So if you want to do that, you need to use percentage symbol. I want to get all the users that start with LT user. Okay. Now run this query. Okay. Let me remove this. Let me hide this. Add this meeting control. And now run this query. You may get more also. We'll check. Okay. See how many you got. How many you got, guys? See how many records you got. Observe here. You got 178 records
178.
actually. 178 records. The reason is, previously also I ran the test with the same user ID. You see here LT user 12th Feb bunny. Isn't it? Understood or no?
Yes.
Now, but see, these are the user IDs that I use today. LT user 4, LT user 8, LT user 5 and all this. Understood, guys? Now, how do I need to get, the user IDs that are registered today means now you have to give time period. You need to specify time period at what time they are created. If the time period column is there. But if time period column is not there, you can't search it. You can't do that. Okay. We'll do one thing, like I missed it actually. But these are like previous ones. Okay, 12th Feb, 12th February 12th and run ivanni. Okay. Only these are run today. Okay, LT user percentage and on away. Understood or no?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we'll do one thing, next time what will we do is tomorrow we are going to do monitoring anyways. We need to discuss about monitoring tomorrow. So, LT user 17th May antar. 17th May antar. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm?
LT you are.
No, we'll give the date. Date is them. Okay. We'll directly give the date. LT user 17 May, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it?
Yes.
Or else May 17th LT user on them. That will be tomorrow we will discuss, anyways, we need to run and one more test for discussing monitoring. May 17 LT user and I will replace her. Tomorrow we'll run the test. That's why I gave tomorrow's date. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And now, so now, see, client can easily run a query and find out whether your scripts are correct or not. They can easily identify this. Okay. Tomorrow you'll see that you will get a clear understanding tomorrow. But here also you can see that, you can see that some users are created with that, LT user 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You see that? These are created today only. All these users are created today only.
Total 58 users created.
Yeah. Total 58 users should be registered, correct?
Because here total number of
You see
is
here LT user 58. No, 59 work unnai. Why 59? Here it is showing only 58.
maybe in the middle one user is 57 is not registered.
Correct. Yes. 57 is not registered. You are not seeing 57. 59 is registered. Yes, you are right. All right. So, this is how you can verify. Tomorrow you'll get a clear idea because, I gave the name date also tomorrow. For in the test data to use tomorrow, I gave the date as well. Now, now let us see. See, by using the same JTL file, now suppose you want to see the users, how the users are run, how the user load ramped up, and how users are executed. Now add this listener called active threads over time. I want to confirm that 10 users ran for user registration and 15 users ran for brand navigation. Open the same JTL file but add a different graph. See, now I added active threads over time graph and open the same JTL file. If you open the same JTL file, can you see that user registration script is represented by red color? And see, we ran with 10 users. Okay, it is slightly above 9, isn't it? And then this script ran with 90 users, isn't it? Brand navigation script ran with 90 users. Clear, guys? And in between, there are some gaps. Observe here. Gaps on చూడండి. There is a light color line in between. What might be the reason?
Pacing gap.
Yes, that should be pacing. Got it? That should be pacing. So users will stop past there, right? When pacing show after each iteration, user will wait for the specified pacing time, isn't it? So that, and here we specified pacing as 2 minutes, right? That is why you see those gaps, you see those gaps in between. Clear, guys? Here also for user registration also you can see that. Clear, guys? And now let us say you want to see what else you want to see. You want to see, shall we see view results tree? All the transactions are successful, right? You don't see any single red also. You don't see any element in red color, not even a single element is in red color, right? This is view results tree. See, observe here, this is the beauty of JMeter. I am opening the same JTL file and whatever element you are using, based on that it is showing the metrics. Wonderful, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Any
Okay.
queries?
JTL
Yes,
file
sir.
will record all the elements based on all the elements.
Okay. Any queries, any doubts before we close today's session? I'll close it here for today. So
Sir,
tomorrow we
Sir,
will.
one doubt, sir. So, for example, 100 users load test చేస్తున్నాం సార్, 20 users ఫెయిల్ అయింది. దెన్ మనము డేటాబేస్ లో చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా సార్, అది ఏవైతే ఫెయిల్ అయినాయో?
ఫెయిల్ అయిన డేటాబేస్ లో ఉండవు, ఓన్లీ సక్సెస్ అయినవి.
How will that be there in the database? అసలు రన్ అయినప్పుడు ఫెయిల్ అయినప్పుడు you can't check that in the DB.
Okay.
You can check in the JMeter log, or else you can check in this one. Active threads over time low. If users failed and dropped, right, then you can see a drop in the line, but there is no drop here. Brand navigation script was executed consistently with 90 users. You see that? It is a straight line. Similarly, the user registration script is also ran consistently with 10 users. If 20 users fail, you'll see a drop here. A drop can be seen.
Okay.
User load will drop here, right? Or you can just check that in the graph. Any other queries?
Yeah, Pawan, I have one question. So we have all the data now. For example, for this test run, we ran for 20 user registration, and navigation is we have the count. So we know we have user count, we have TPS data, we have response time, we have phasing, we have think time also. So with this data, we need to simulate for 1,000 users. That will be covered tomorrow, or we need to prepare for that?
No, you simply increase it. You simply increase that proportionately. Suppose you want to run the same test with 1,000 users, right? So you need to know, like.
With the data, we need to calculate with the formula. You said little of formula. we'll apply that little formula with what the data we have in 10 users. Then we need to apply that formula for 1,000 users, and we need to fill it over here. Then we need to run, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically your workload model will be given by the client. So your client will tell you how many users, suppose the target user load is 1,000. How many users we have to, how many users will be doing user registration, how many users will be doing shop and checkout, how many user load we have to give for brand navigation. That is called as workload model, right? Or user load distribution. Okay. User load distribution across the scripts, that is called as workload model. So client will give that and you will simply change those numbers.
Okay.
You'll simply change the user load for each script and you will run it for 1,000 users. Right now, I can't run the test with 1,000 users because I have only one laptop. So this Sunday, I'll get my second laptop. Then I can show you with 500 users or 1,000 also. We can try with 1,000 also. Okay. Because, like I will run Konakart on another laptop. Because, if I try with 1,000 users on the same laptop, right, my RAM will hit 100% or CPU may hit 100%. Because I have everything on the same machine now. And one more thing, ideally, in real time, you will not have everything on the same machine. You will have your application on some other machine. You will be running JMeter on some other remote machine. You will not run JMeter from your office laptop. Okay. And you will not have your database server and Konakart on your office laptop. Please understand this. I'll show that. A scenario, I'll show that anyways. Okay. In every batch, I will show that. For you also, I'll show that. Right. So, in real time, your server may be, 1 second, let me show you that. See, your application under test or system under test or your server machine, right? It will be running on some other laptop and you will be running JMeter from another machine. Okay. You will use office laptop only for doing scripting, mail communication, browsing, and connect to remote machines. That's it. You will not run the test from your office laptop, right? Because you are in India now. Most of the projects you will have in US. Most of the projects you will be working will be US projects. So you need to generate load from US machines, not from India machines. You should not generate load from your laptop or your colleague laptop because there will be more network latency, isn't it? Yes or no?
Okay.
If your servers are in US, right? You see, if you are working for a US project, servers will be in US. If you are generating load from India from Hyderabad or from your hometown, obviously there will be network latency, isn't it?
Yes.
So client will give you some US machines to use as load generator machines. You need to install Java, JMeter on those machines. And then you need to run the test from those US machines, not from your office laptop or not from your colleague laptop or not from your some other teammate laptop. Got it? So,
Yes.
you need to run the test from remote machines, in US, and those machines will be provided by the client or your organization will provide those. Okay. You will use your office laptop to connect to those remote machines only. Okay. And for doing the scripting, of course, you can develop the script on your office laptop, right? And for your mail communication, browsing, etc., you will use this office laptop and connect to those remote machines, right? I'll explain this scenario practically. So I have that Konakart setup on my other laptop. That server name is PerfTest. And now we'll run JMeter from this laptop, which is Lenovo ThinkPad. Okay. So then, that is realistic in nature. Okay. So if you see here, this particular laptop name is Lenovo ThinkPad. You got it. So we'll use this as JMeter machine. We are going to run JMeter from this machine. But I will run the Konakart server on some other machine, some other laptop. That is realistic, in real time, that is how it is going to be. Okay.
Will this be considered as distributed system or?
No. See, we are using only one machine here, right?
Okay.
See, load generator machine.
What is this process is called? What?
This is standalone test.
No. This whatever the application is running in different server, and this is JMeter is running in different server. So this is real time scenario, right?
This is a real time scenario. In real time, this is how it is going to be.
Okay.
Because see, if you want to run a load test, you will not install the application on your office laptop. Even if you install Office laptop on your Office laptop, your Office laptop will die if you run everything from the same machine. You got it? Clear, everyone? Is it clear for everyone?
In that case, we can give the navigation location also, remote location, right?
We'll discuss that. We'll discuss all those.
Okay.
Okay. All right then. So I'm closing the meeting for now, for today. So I'll get my other laptop Sunday. Okay. Maybe, like if everyone is okay, I'll take a session on Sunday, or else we'll have it on Monday.
Tomorrow session, sir?
When you created one file, the end of the test, that test report, what is there in the test?
What is it?
I mean, end of the test, you mentioned one.
Yeah. One report will be created. Yes, I missed it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this is the report. Observe here. You can see a folder got created automatically. I did not create any folder, isn't it? So JMeter will create that folder, and inside that folder, you will have that default JMeter report, default HTML report created by JMeter. You can open that by using index.html, and you can see here all the transactions passed, right? You see here 100% passed, and then you also see the the response times over here. Below that, you'll have response times table, response times in a table, average min-max response times, 90th percentile, throughput, and all those throughput, network utilization, and all those statistics. But default HTML report of JMeter created by JMeter will be very basic report. Okay, it will be very basic report, but it will show you start time, end time, and transaction summary, right? And AppDex stands for Application Performance Index. Remember this, AppDex score and all. Okay, where AppDex stands for Application Performance Index. Right? So the application performance index, but the default report generated by JMeter will be very basic report. Okay, and it is not so sophisticated like LoadRunner report or something. LoadRunner report, the report generated by LoadRunner will be very, excellent actually. It will have a lot of features that you have a separate component for analysis, for analyzing the test results for LoadRunner. You'll have a separate component for, called analysis component. But here, like it will just create a basic report, and it makes analysis a bit difficult. Of course, right now we don't have any errors. How are the response times, by the way? Did we see how are the response times? See the response times. What is the average response time? All are below 1 second only, isn't it? See, this is the beauty of Konakart application. Konakart is an enterprise Java application. That is why even though you run with 100 users, response times are very less. Do you see that? They are close to half second, less than half second, isn't it? All the transactions, most of the transactions are less than half second, right? So you can run a test with 500 also if you have enough RAM, 500 or 1000 also on this Konakart application. Okay, because it is a enterprise Java application. Clear, guys? Tomorrow, we'll do one thing. We'll run with, I'll create enough test data and we'll run with, we'll try to run with 500 user IDs. Sorry, 500 user load. Tomorrow I'll close, I'll close all the Chrome browsers. Then, it will release a lot of memory. Then we'll run a test with 500 user load. Okay. And also,
So,
we'll discuss monitoring concepts tomorrow. Yes.
సో థింక్ టైమ్ అనేది రియల్ టైమ్ సినారియో బేసిస్ కోసమే తప్పితే ఇంకా అది ఎక్కడ ఏ రిపోర్ట్ లోని మెన్షన్ అవ్వదు అంతేనా?
Yes. You will not see that in any report. Correct.
Okay.
Load test execution on Konakart in non-GUI mode. That is what we covered today, right? GUI mode.
Yes.
And analyzing the test results. Okay, verifying the test results. Verifying test results means, we verified it on the backend, right? On the database side, right? So that is verifying the test results. Okay. Any queries? Any more queries? Any more queries, guys?
Sir, just now you showed one document, right? Report. We need to send the client that one automatically generates, right?
Yeah. No. Oh no, we need to, we need to prepare a report. I'll cover that tomorrow.
Okay.
In the next sessions, I'll cover that. We need to prepare a detailed report. That won't be enough. Okay. And guys, when you are watching the recorded session, ఏంటి మళ్ళీ యుద్ధం మొదలా 1 hour ago. వీడొకడు RTV వాడిని తనాలు పడేస్తున్నాను.
తొందరలో అవుతులేమా తొందరలో అవుద్ది.
RTV వాడి ముందే like too much exaggeration అనమాట RTV. Okay, anyways, so please when you are watching the recorded session, please click a like, guys, if you like it, or if you don't like it, please click dislike. Okay, but share your feedback. Okay. Initially you did that, but recently, like I see only 1 or 2 people only sharing their feedback, right? For this there are no likes at all. If you don't like it, click dislike. I will not know, I will know the count. I can see the count only. I don't know like who clicked like and who clicked dislike. It is not showing here. Okay, please share your feedback, but please share your feedback. All right, so I'll close the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Tomorrow we need to start monitoring concepts. Okay, of course today we don't have any performance issues because we ran with only 100 users. Now let's say you ran the test with 500 users, you may get some performance issues, right? So we'll see that tomorrow. We'll try to produce some performance issues with more user load and see how to fix them. And also we'll discuss about monitoring, server side monitoring. Okay, I'm closing the meeting here. It's already 11:45. I'm closing the meeting. We had I think 1 hour 45 minutes session today. Okay.